Hello everyone and welcome to the Game Shed with me, Mark, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at the 8-Bit Do wireless receiver for the PS Classic Edition. Now I got this about a week ago and I've been meaning to test it on my PS Classic ever since, but I've just had no time whatsoever. So I've managed to put some time aside and I've managed to get the PS Classic ready and get the USB adapter ready so we can test a whole host of wireless controllers. I've got loads here. I actually didn't realise how many bloody wireless controllers I've got, but that's great. That makes this a much better test because we can test a whole host of them, including the Wii U Pro Controller, the Switch Pro Controller, the Wiimote, the PS4 controller, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I can test all of these today and hopefully that will help you to understand what this can do. There is some limitations around the PS3 controller and you have to run an application on your PC, install some drivers and update the firmware on the USB adapter. I'm not going to do that in today's video. I'm not going to look at the PS3 at all. I want to do the PS3 separately because there is a bit of work you have to do around it. So for today's video I'm going to concentrate on the ones that it says it's compatible with. And actually it does say it's compatible with the DualShock 3, but like I said before, I'm going to ignore that. So on the back it says 8-Bit Do Bluetooth controllers and arcade sticks. Obviously they're going to be compatible with 8-Bit Do stuff. Xbox Bluetooth controller, DualShock 3, DualShock 4, DualShock 4 Pro, Wiimote, Wii U Pro, Switch Joy-Cons and Switch Pro. I've also got the Switch Joy-Cons, so we're going to try that as well. So in order to do this, I'm going to go into more of a close-up view and we're going to have a look at what works. So first things first, I'm going to show you guys what you get in the box with this 8-Bit Do USB wireless adapter, and you'll never guess what you get. Obviously you get the bloody adapter. There's pretty much not a huge amount more to it, but I thought I'd just quickly show you the box and show you what it says. So in terms of pairing, it says turn on the controller to enter pairing mode, press pair button on adapter to enter pairing mode, LED will be solid blue when connection is successful. And as I said before, that's the controller compatibility. System compatibility, look at this, you can use this with the PS Classic, the Android TV box, the Raspberry Pi, Retro Freak, Switch, Windows and Mac OS. That's really interesting. I have a Raspberry Pi, so I may try this in that at some point. So there you go, that is it. So let's open it up and get the adapter out so I can show you that. There was a previous adapter sold for the Switch which was just a different colour and had some different drivers on it. This one has been made, it's probably the same thing, but they've just added the PS Classic drivers to it and turned it grey. So there's the close-up, guys. Look at the bricks. Not a huge amount more to it. You take out your PS Classic controller, you plug it into that slot, and look at this. On the back here, let me just bring that into the middle. Right here you can see there's a pairing button. So it is flashing while it's waiting to pair. So the first controller I want to try is the PS4 DualShock 4. What a beautiful controller. In order to pair these and get these PS4 controllers into pairing mode, you have to hold down share and the PS button. So just do that together. And when you do that, you'll feel a little rumble. I felt a little rumble. And as you can see, the light is a constant blue. So here we go. The PlayStation Classic is now on and I'm using the PS4 controller to control it. The only issue I've got, which I've read about, is this cursor in the top left-hand corner. The only way I know to fix this at the moment is to literally pull out the 8-Bit Do wireless adapter, plug it back in and then resync. So resync the controller after taking out the adapter and you'll notice the cursor in the top left hand corner disappears. So this is nice. I'm using the analog stick and things are working well. Okay, so the next controller we're going to move on to is the Xbox One controller. Obviously you have to press the sync button like that and it's flashing, and then on top of the Xbox One controller I think you have to do this first. That's right, and then you have to press that little bind button on the top. So let's see if that connects. There we go, we got a little rumble, the LEDs went solid and we are all up and running. So there we go, that is the Xbox One controller working beautifully. Okay, so that's good, that's 2 off the list, we know those work. Moving on, next controller I want to try and pair up is the Wii U Pro Controller. As you can see, we've got some power in here, but we do need to press the sync button. So let's press sync on here, get that flashing, and then we're going to press sync on the back of the Wii U Pro Controller, and there you go. instant pairing. Wow, that was the quickest one so far. Love that. Alright, let's give this a go. Ha! The buttons are very odd on the Wii U Pro Controller, obviously because B's here and A's here, but it should be the other way around. So let's scroll through, make sure that's working. Right, moving on. Next controller we're going to try and pair is the Switch Joy-Con controller. So let's give this a go. We'll put this in pairing mode as before, and then there's a little sync button on the top of this. I wonder if it'll work. Okay, that's in syncing mode. Come on, baby. There we go. Whoa, it's not happy. Okay, that was weird. It started doing all sorts of weird stuff, scrolling along. So let's up and down. Yep, that works nicely. There's some weird stuff going on there. But there we go. Alright, it's very, very sensitive, this one. So I do have a 360 controller as well, but that unfortunately is not Bluetooth as such. You need the wireless adapter to get that one working. So we'll throw that one out the window and we'll move on to the next controller. The next controller is this puppy. It's a weird one. It's the Controller Pro U, and it's some third-party knockoff thing I bought. So let's power this on, and let's press the... Whoa! That instantly synced. Oh no, it didn't. It just... What's it synced with? It's synced with something. Let's try pressing the sync button to get this syncing. And we'll see if it picks it up. There we go, it did. It did, but it's gone absolutely bonkers. It does not like this controller whatsoever. No, this is not good. Let's try pulling the adapter out. Third-party knockoff, guys, does not work. Out the window you go. Switch Pro controller. Unfortunately, this thing had no battery when I picked it up. So I've hooked it up and it actually connected it already. It literally, I pressed the sync button and it connected straight away. So this is the Switch Pro controller, works beautifully. Okay, so whoop, it's a little bit on the edgy side. It's a little bit sensitive, but let's try a simple game and make sure it works all right. Okay, this is Crash Bandicoot and look at this. Works absolutely beautifully. I'm not actually feeling like it's hindered in any way by the fact that this is mapped to the D-pad. Feels good. Feels good. So that's the Switch Pro controller. I think we'll try and go back to the main menu, and we have one more controller to sync. Okay, so the final controller I want to try and sync up is the Wii controller, the Wiimote. Oh my god, it's been a while since I held one of these. I haven't played on the Wii in ages, so this is a nice little test. Okay, so let's sync button. Is it flashing? Yes, it is. We press the little sync button on the Wii controller, and it is instant. Alright, I think the Wiimote might be the quickest one yet, but I have a bad feeling that this is going to be awful playing this with the Wii. Look at this. It works fine, but it's only got 2 buttons, so this is going to be no good at all, is it? So I don't know why they'd bother making this compatible with the Wiimote, but it does work. If you find yourself a relatively straightforward 2-button game, which I don't think there's many of for the PlayStation 1, then this is for you. That's the final one, and that works nicely. So there we go, guys. I've tested 7 different controllers there. Out of 7 controllers, the only one that didn't work was this dodgy third-party piece of junk. So actually, it's been pretty compatible. The only thing I haven't done in this video is cover how to connect a PS3 DualShock 3 controller. I will do that in a separate video, like I said at the beginning. But there you go, guys. That is all the controllers I could find in my house that will work with the 8-Bit Do Wireless Adapter. What a beaut. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate you coming along and supporting the Game Shed. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.